Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, got a new gimbal. You might have seen it on Instagram, so I'm sort of just I'm moving it around, but it's meant to make it smooth. It's a DJI thingy-majiggy, Osmo is it? Something like that. So yeah, let's flip you around, show you what we're going to do today. Ooh, we're going to be doing the lifter pump right underneath here, okay, because I borrowed Steve's and I've got a new one ready to put back in, so we're going to be doing that. I mean, first of all, got to go find the lifter. Yeah, got to be down here somewhere. As you saw last time, we're building up the parts. There she is. So it's either, whatever you want to call it, fuel pump, lifter. There is obviously a separate fuel pump on the front end of the engine, but this is the lifter pump, as I'd call it. There might be bang on YouTube mechanics out there going, well, it's called this actually, and this. So yes, as you can see on that engine, there is another pump on this side that does pump, but this is where it sits on. Oh, got to get used to this new gimbal thing. Yeah, just sits in there. That's what we're going to change. So yeah, let's crack on. Guys, as well, if you like the videos, I've now got a thing on there where you can buy me a coffee if you want to support the channel. So like this new gimbal that I've just put in, obviously I put my own money into it, put in my own time into editing and everything like that. It's £2, buy me a coffee. I don't like begging or anything like that, but it's just something, if you want to support the channel, it's there sort of thing. So somewhere around there, it'll look like that. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to support the channel. Yeah, happy days, much appreciated if you do. You will get a shout out as well. Right, so pretty simple, real simple job, guys. Honestly, I'm just doing it quickly. Some people know where it is, some people don't. So as you can see, let me stand you back door. There's literally two struts, what do you call them? Literally locking points there. 1, 2, yeah, that's it. Anyway, this back seat, sit down and get round there, gimbal, you bloody gimbal. Yeah, literally 2 screws out. Unscrew this, and then I'll bring you back in a minute to show you. Guys, if you like the channel, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, much appreciated. Hit the little bell notification as well. And what I really do appreciate is, guys, you commenting to me. I will always get back to you if I can, as long as it's constructive criticism and none of these like YouTube mechanic going, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. I'm not bothered, you know what I mean? You guys know I like working on my truck and trying to figure stuff out myself. If I can do something to help you guys out, then here it is. So I'm just changing the lift pump. Why am I changing the lift pump? Because it was, I think it was Christmas, what was it, Christmas Eve? Something like that. I went to go pick my meat up from the old butcher's, and Barbara gave up the ghost. Didn't know what it was, and we thought, well, it sounds, once you get used to engines and everything like that, you either know if it's electrical problem or fuel problem or anything like that. So just gonna here's one we prepared earlier. Right, so my glamorous assistant is in here. So obviously we took that bit off. Let me try and get you round with, there you go. Hopefully you can see that, guys. So there's an electrical clip just before where Steve was there, which is pretty easy, but these 1, 2, 3, 4 clips there, the white ones, absolute nightmare. They really are nightmare. So there's not a lot of room between pulling them out. Don't just yank them out. There is special clips. Hopefully you get a bit closer and you can sort of see where you've got to sort of push towards you and undo it at the same time, which is bloody hard work. There is a special tool for it, which might be worth getting, to be fair.
Well, that is one,
but it's very tight to get in. As you can see, hopefully it's focusing. Yeah.
Well done.
So they're ready to pop out, but you'll see. And why I wanted to video this is because I've seen a lot of people building the D2s, overland ready sort of thing. And what they're doing, they're putting the bed and they're screwing it all the way down. But the problem is if you want to get to change this, like, I mean, mine just gave up the ghost one day, so I can't, stress enough. If you need to change it, yes, you could probably look at her looking under there. She needs a good old wash. There, old girl. You could probably drop, where is it? Tank guard there, then tank out. But then, I mean, you don't know when that's going to give up the ghost. That might give up the ghost when you've just filled up with fuel. Do you know what I mean? So you've got then drop the tank with a full 70 litres of diesel in it at the same time, and then get to that. So this is what I'm saying. For all the overlanders building in the D2s, just be careful or just be wary that if you're putting a bed in there, don't fix it straight down so you can't get it out ever again, because that is an absolute nightmare to get to. If you do that as well, obviously if you're going to drop it, happy days, hopefully you've only got about a litre in there, because you know what the tanks are like, they're bloody heavy. If you're going to do that as well, when you do drop it, there's not a lot of room between these where I've just shown you and actually pulling the pipes out of the cells. There's not a lot of room. If in doubt, give it a clout.
Special clout for this, isn't it?
So yeah, so they're all off now. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it's just got little notches on here. Steve's just giving it a little tap all the way around. Important, do not get this cross-threaded, because otherwise you'll be putting a new tank on. So there we go, guys. Old one's out, new one's about to go in. We're just going to go get the seal that goes around. So last time we did this, and this is Steve's one, we got the crud one out, put this one in. What we didn't do is top the new one up with diesel. So we had to do a prime session on it, which hopefully we're not going to have to do on this, but we'll have a quick look. You might have to do it, so don't, if you are going to do it and you just flip it straight in, that's not a problem. Just be careful, obviously, when you're putting it in, because these are bloody expensive, and once they break, then they're expensive to fix. There's a pipe round there, isn't there, that sticks out as you're pushing it down. So yeah, that's that green pipe there, that's the one. So as you're pushing it down, you sort of got to push it in. I mean, this one's further in. I think they've already probably thought about this for design-wise, haven't they? By the looks of it, it's the wires. The wires are going to have to get pushed in, but they're nice and easy. But yeah, once these have been used a bit, they start getting, obviously they're sat in diesel, so they get brittle. So yeah, give it a nice clean off and hopefully new one in. So it's just tipping the old stuff into there, so we've got a little bit of diesel. We might have to do a bit of priming, but yeah. Happy days. Emptying the old stuff out, you can see what's in there. Absolute crud. So yeah, we haven't put any in there as the original plan was, because I don't want that crap running through. So we're gonna have to, what we're gonna have to do is do a primer, a prime sequence, which we'll show you how to do, just in case you get stuck. So what we've done is put the seal, this, you can just about see it there, the rubber seal goes in first. Get that in position before you go to push the actual lifter pump down, and just make sure these are out of the way like there before you start putting them in and things like that. So there's not, as you can see guys, there's not a lot of room. It's a bit fiddly, or jiggery pokery as my favourite word is. But yeah, get that seal in first. You should get a brand new one if you buy a brand new pump. So I would just put in the actual holder. Oh, where's my finger? The holder back on now, as you can see. Pain in the arse to get out of the way. So you've got to push down on that and screw at the same time. It might be a bit fiddly, so I might have to put the phone down and try and get it. Two-man job. Remember the old one was a bit, that's what happens if you don't do it. So I'm going to put the phone down, we're going to get it installed. that bit. Hey, at least it's not rusty. There you go. All installed. Real not hard, well, really not a hard job, should I say. Bit fiddly, bit jiggery pokery in there, but yeah, not bad. So with these, Steve was just saying, you've got to make sure, and you can just see the clip. If you've used these clips before, you've got to be careful because they will break. Obviously, we've got some new ones with that, but getting them on and off is an absolute nightmare. So we've left the originals on because they've been pretty good, so why not? I've got some spares if they go. Right, so what we're going to do is we're now going to prime it. I'm sat in the vehicle, okay. So Steve's at the back end. Hello. And yeah, so he's going to listen out for the pump. So what I've got to do is you turn your ignition on, okay. That will set the pump off. He'll wait for the pump to finish, give me a shout. And then what we'll do is I'll pump my throttle pedal 5 times up and down. I'll do that process, and I think last time we did about 10 times on it. 30 seconds, that was it, yeah. So obviously once we turn it off, leave your keys off, don't do anything for 30 seconds, then redo that whole process again. So we're going to do that, see how we go. So we're just listening out for the pump now. Just had the ignition on, you can hear it groaning, whining, doing what it's meant to do. It'll take the fuel, then it'll return. It's stopped, yeah. So what I'm going to do is put my foot on my pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pump's kicked in. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave my ignition on as well. I can't remember if you turned it off or turned it on, you know. If the pumps were, it wasn't working last time, was it, if I remember rightly? What we did last time, I don't know what we did, to be fair. I can't remember, it was 5 months ago. Slept since that. And yeah, the pump would not kick in again, so we had to turn the ignition off and start the cycle again. We might be all right on this one, because it sounds like the pump started again, which it is. Stopped. So I'm going to go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kicked in after 3, so it's getting better. Which we had none of this time. I swear we did it like 15 times last time. So we're on the third foot down on the throttle sort of thing. So wait for it. So it's not a long process. It's not massive. But when you change your pump and you go to start it, pump stopped. 1, 2, 3. On the third one, again, that's pretty good. But yeah, so if you're changing your pump and then you just go straight to start it, you're going to have air in your lines. It's just, you can't get away from it. It's just one of those things. So same as bleeding your brakes. Change your brakes, you bleed your brakes. Again, 1, 2, 3, and it's gone again. Yep. Right, it's carried on to itself, to be fair. So we've done the cycle, what, 4 times? And the process is going again. The pump's going itself again. So it's trying to pump itself, and I didn't even touch the pedal, to be fair. So I'm going to wait for that to finish. Press my immobiliser. So that'll be 5 times, won't it? It's done its full process. So see what happens. Here we go. First turn. So we could have probably got away with doing it less, but if we can bleed it, happy days. And yeah, first turn, good old barbs. We love old barbs. So there we go, guys, another video done. It's another job ticked off my list. There's plenty to go, honestly. What I really want to do is get this. So the next job for the weekend for me is get all this roof lining out, because we've got a massive, well, same Disco 2, some roof leaks, comes down, passengers get soaking wet. I mean, it's funny for me, but for the passenger and the missus in there, yeah, I'm not the favourite fan when that happens. But yeah, we need it all out before I start loading it up with a bit of wood, a bit of timber, get it all overland ready, because that is my main aim for the next few weeks. Obviously billing is what, 6, 7, 8 weeks away. It's not that far, it is coming round, so I need this ready. So there's going to be plenty more videos coming, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you do like it, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you're new, and yeah, we'll go from there really. Like I said, if you want to start on that buy me a coffee thing, that'd be great, just over there. I'll stick that link is in the description, so if you really want to support the channel, a couple of quid, it's up to you. There's no effort in there, or there's no me forcing you or anything like that, but it's just a nice gesture. You know, I do it for a couple of others, channels that I really enjoy, because I know how much editing and time out of my life it takes to edit videos and create the videos and the content for you guys. So I mean, anything that is put into there, it's all going to go straight back into the channel anyway. So guys, if you want to support the channel, you know where to do. There's a link in the description. All right, we'll see you next time.